Hey, this is Anna with the In-Flight Life, and I'm coming here today to talk a little bit about the face-to-face interview and what do you wear. I see a lot of people on the flight attendant boards asking, what do I wear? It says business attire. What should I wear? What color suit should I wear? Does this look good? Whatever. Should I look dressed like a flight attendant? All right, let me just tell you my experience. So now everybody's experience is different. I did 2 face-to-face interviews last year. On one face-to-face interview, I always wear a lot of the colors that are worn are black suits, white shirts. The men wear ties, the women sometimes wear scarves. What I did was I wore a gray suit with a multicolored shirt on my one interview, and it has pants, but the pants weren't tailored very well. So I kind of thought at the end when I looked at myself, I looked a little sloppy. And then I also had shoes that were too big. So I was not comfortable. It was a very uncomfortable interview, simply because I was not comfortable in my own clothes. The second face-to-face interview that I went on, I decided I was going to do something different. So I still wore gray, but instead of wearing the pants, I bought myself a skirt that was like an A-line skirt, but then at the end it had like a tulip flare. So it didn't stay straight down at the knee, it covered my knees, or it was right at my knee, and it was a flare skirt. And then I also got a shirt that was not white or black. I got an orangey type fall shirt because my interview was in October. And then when I got in the shirt home, I found out I had a matching orangey red lipstick that went perfectly with it. So that's what I wore. The other thing I did is I made sure my nails were done. So like right now, I don't have any fake nails on. I don't normally wear fake nails, but for this interview, I wanted to look polished from head to toe. So I went and got French tip SNS nails that were a regular, they weren't very long, basic size. You don't want anything that's pointy. You want just squared off, shorter, but nice looking nails. All right, so I had all that done. On the day of the interview, my hair, let me tell you about my hair. If you can see it right now, it's not looking I live in a very, very humid area. And I live in the area where the interview took place, but my hair is normally curly, and if you were to look at it up close, it's frizzy. Like I have wispies all around. So originally I had curled my hair like I normally did and then tried to put it up like in a bun sort of, but it was just messy. It was like the curls were not, they were just so frizzy that they were not going down, and I didn't want to have any types of anything hanging out. I wanted to look very, very put together, very professional, and I didn't want to have, little things hanging out. So what I did was I ended up, after washing my hair, trying to recurl it, and I finally just put some gel in there and just slicked it back and made sure my ponytail, see right now you can see the curl, hung straight. So my ponytail was perfectly straight, and it just made, it just put together the look, because I was flawless up here and then all the way to my toes, head to toe flawless. Now, when I got to the interview, one of the things that I knew I did a great job was, first, I was one of the very few people in a gray suit, because like I said, people wear black or navy blue, which is fine. I was one of the very few. I had compliments on my shirt and my lipstick matching. And I also had compliments on my skirt, because it wasn't the normal straight skirt. It was something different. It was still very conservative, but it was something different. So, and the other thing too is, I had aerosol. I had like the flight attendant shoes. They were aerosols called major roll pumps. I had worn them there, and actually I had somebody else what happens is at that time they had us do a reach test. They want to see where we could reach, but you have to take your shoes off. So I made sure I didn't have any holes in my stockings or any runs. I brought an extra pair just in case something happened, so that way I could change it, because I knew I was going to take my shoes off, and that was their chance to kind of look, is everything, even when her shoes are off, is she still head to toe in good shape? Oh, and I had my nails done. I had my toenails done too. So my toenails were red, and then I had the French tip nails. So that's how I looked. When you were at the interview, whatever interview you go to, whatever airline it is, just get to know, they always say be yourself, okay? Be the best version of yourself there is. And you have to, not only are you being interviewed, but you're interviewing them. And that's probably what they're looking for. They want you to ask questions. So if you have a chance to get to know flight attendants, and again, I don't know how all interviews go, every interview is different. If you have a chance to get to talk to the flight attendants, ask them questions. Ask them about themselves. How are things going with the company? Why did you choose this company? What is the best thing about being a flight attendant for this company? You want to find out those answers. Ask them a little bit about their personal life. You know, not personal life, like don't get into like who are you dating? I mean, stuff like that. But like, so for example, last year we had the hurricanes had come through Puerto Rico twice, and one of the flight attendants was from Puerto Rico, and he happened to mention that, and so I said, oh my gosh, you know, is your family okay? Are they doing, you know? And then we talked a little bit about what was going on in his life and his family, and I just, you know, and I think that also made me stand out because I wasn't just interested in me. I wasn't just talking about me, but I was learning about other people, and that's part of being a flight attendant, is getting to know their story. So get to know somebody's story, connect with somebody. When you're at the interview, make sure you don't just ramble. Now, some people, when they get nervous, they feel like they have to fill a lot of empty space, a lot of silence, and you don't have to do that. So I noticed that even both of my interviews, there were the flight attendants were taking notes. So when they would ask a question, I would answer it. And if they had more questions for the answer I gave, then I would answer that too. But then I would just stop and not answer anymore. And the innate thing to want to do is to fill that space. And that's where you start to ramble. And then you give too much information. And then you're saying a little bit more than what you thought you said. The other thing I noticed too is that when we were in a group, certain people would just, you know, like joke around, but they weren't joking appropriately. It wasn't like anything horrible, but it was like revealing their character. So stay away from trying to make jokes about things. Just listen, you know, take it all in, enjoy the process, and hopefully you'll come away with a CJO. But either way, just enjoy it, have fun, make sure you look professional. You don't have to dress like a flight attendant. You don't have to wear a scarf. You don't have to wear pearls. Be comfortable, because that is the key of the day. They want you to enjoy yourself. They want you to have a good experience, and they want you to understand or realize that this is the airline you want to work for. So good luck to everybody that's going to the face-to-face interviews. I hope to hear that a lot of you are getting CJOs. I hope that if you are with my company, you come along with us, because I would love some seniority. All right, I'll talk to you later.